All right, y'all. Good morning. So, as y'all know, I finished. I woke up probably about 1, and then I re-upped on the social network and networking skills module, and then I did an hour worth of the education module. So I didn't get to sleep till after 3 a.m. So I'm just waking up probably within 15-30 minutes, right? So we're gonna go ahead and start working on the employment portion. And then we're gonna after we do that um, we're gonna backtrack to the bill planning, financial, the design, and the short commentary, and then get back on track with physical, and then cycle through as usual on that. So I have maybe an hour and a half or so to do what I want to do with the employment module. And this isn't a formal one. This is should have been what should have been the secondary run of the employment module from yesterday, meaning doing research and whatever. I will do a cursory checking of the email and voicemail after I feel like I have enough information and researched enough for a particular company that um, I feel like might be a prospect. And then we should keep on going, happy day, right? So I'm ready. Okay. And I think because the weather has been changing so drastically lately that you know, I may have a little something interesting going on. And I'm missing a button here. I used to have a refresh button for browsers in this platform, but for some reason it looks like that button's missing. It might just be because of, no, it's still missing. Oh, here it is. Good. Yeah, definitely at 82 degrees. See if I can make it come back on the big screen. Yeah, it's back. Yay. Okay. So I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Let me hydrate a little bit here. And I used to have a sheet that I used to have before I realized that, hey, these people just don't like me. I used to have a sheet that I had that tracked my whole employment process from, prospecting to the actual interview and all the company details to, um, you know, just everything. I still go through those processes, but, being that I'm not going out to interviews or anything like that anymore, um, I don't have that. So I am gonna quickly check my email real quick. Um, and I didn't put the and typically when I'm prepared for an interview or something, I have the information put on my go sheet. So I know that, hey, this is scheduled at this time. This is the link to the meeting, and then I have all my documents that I've already gone through, but I haven't. Um, so about 9:30 or so, I'll stop to get myself prepared. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and file through my emails since I'm here. And I did have a dream last night, um, but I've been having dreams steadily for the last 3 or 4 nights, and all of them have the same premise that basically I'm not accepted. um, in this particular dream, there was a girl that invited me over. I forgot why, but I guess through the process of inviting me over, she discovered that um, she didn't want to be my friend. So she was just like, well, we'll just, she's like, I'm going to drop you off. And, she was going out to lunch or brunch with her, I guess, real friends. And that was it. Um, while I was with her, the friend that she connected with was a person that was deaf. And it's so weird. Her name in the dream was Sam. And for some reason in real life, I don't know, it was like her name was Sam, but I kept thinking like sam.gov and not in the dream, but in real life, I kept thinking that I knew like a program called Sam or something. It was weird. But basically, the dream, the premise of it was the same that um, I wasn't accepted. People decided that they wanted something better. And maybe that's what this job thing is making me feel. I don't know. How do I feel about the dream? I'm so used to it. I don't have any feelings about it. It's just, it's the truth. It's not lying. The dreams are not lying. That's actually, a pretty good reflection of my life. You know, I think I filled this link out the other day, so I'm good. What's today? But this was set Wednesday at 1:50 p.m. Today is Thursday. So this was sent yesterday, but I thought I finished that yesterday. We'll look into it some more later. Okay. So anyways, so let me update my little go sheet here. So funny how everything transfers so quickly to remote, but I knew it because, like I said, 5 years ago I was already there, and I'm glad because I prefer it. Ironically, the time slot that I need is not on this sheet. That is just so ironic, isn't it ironic? Hmm. Okay. But once I start researching and I find things about this position that I like and how I fit into it hypothetically. um, I'll start getting excited about it. But right now I'm kind of groggy because, like I said, I was up late, um, going through my circuits, and oh my gosh, these bugs. Like, it's so funny how I think about younger days and how people would be like, "Oh, she's so happy, she's jubilant," you know, which I think is a good thing. But I'll get my happiness back. I'll get my jubilancy, my jubilancy back. It's coming back. All right, fine. Okay, let me pull up the documents for that particular company. And also, I want to review, um, and this may be helpful to other people that looking for jobs too. I want to review some like job interview standards, typical things. A lot of times there are things that can halt us from getting a job. That are little things like typically, at this point in my life, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have any questions for you about your job. I used to be so exuberant about that. I used to ask because I was really interested, like, you know, what are you looking to accomplish, and then, in the first month or so of this person being, at your job. I used to really, but I think I've gotten deflated because of, just so many negative experiences. But nah, you know, we don't have to be deflated. We don't have to leave things out intentionally because of our experiences that we had. What we can do is, rejuvenate. Just like I think, when we talk about customer service, Sam, when we talk about customer service, there are a number of things, when we get a new customer, we have to look at each person we interact with as a potential customer, right? In real life and, at the job. And so if you with your customers, you would be like that, you would treat each one like a fresh, brand new one. I guess with companies, it should be the same. So even though you may have been disenchanted for a little bit, don't allow that to change, um, the way that you interact. Um, let me see. So typically, a lot of things can impact our interviews. Like I said, again, if you're tired, you're not showing confidence, or if you've been through the ringer a little bit and you haven't given yourself a little time to heal, you don't show confidence. You're not. You may be confident, but you're not showing that. You want to make sure that you're speaking directly about the technologies that they're looking for. You know, and usually you can find the key points of that in the job description. So let's you and I go over to the job description, which we did go into in depth the other day, but I was sent another copy of the job description, so just in case things change up as far as some of the things that I don't like this, as far as some of the things that they're expecting, that you know you're aware of it. So hopefully I perk up within the next 30 minutes because all right. So let me make a little checklist for myself. Am I confident? And that starts off too by making sure that, if I had taken care of everything this morning, which I didn't, right now I'm purely in information phase. And when I say everything I'm supposed to do this morning, that means I haven't brushed my teeth yet. It's basically what I'm saying. I need to go brush my teeth. All right. Should I make this? I should make this list separately. Let's do that. Let's make a separate list. Um, okay, I found where I need to be with this. Don't want to make a new spreadsheet, so I'm going to keep to my current spreadsheet. And I am going to brush my teeth because maybe that will wake me up some more, get me awake. Oh, stretch. Okay, let's do it. Because I feel like I'm sleep working right now. That's what I feel like I'm doing. Oh, So, do I feel refreshed? No, not really, but I'm a little better. So, let's take a look. Like I said, I was going to make a little spreadsheet checklist to see how I'm feeling because that'll tell you how well that you potentially are going to do in an interview depending on how you feel because how you feel about yourself is what you're going to exude or people will read about you, read all about it. So, yeah. And the thought that just came to mind is to fake it till you make it. And I told y'all I'm really not down with it. But right now, like I said, I'm not feeling bad, but I'm not completely with it right now. So, um, so let's take a look at it. So, confidence. And when I go back to my initial checklist I used to have years ago, it included did I take care of my hygiene, but that's all my checklist as well. Okay. So, again, speaking directly about the technologies and things that they're looking for. So, let's look at some of them. And see, this is the thing I think what's wrong with me at this part of my journey. It's just like whatever technologies they're looking for. I mean, especially it's stuff that we've all done already. So, but let's take a look. Let's take a look. Um, because to me, the reality of it boils down as to whether they like you or not. But all right, and the job title. And see, I'm already starting to have to be cynical about it. The job title doesn't really. It says one thing, but it's really something different. You, it's just basically an inbound customer service representative is basically what it is. But they call it something completely different. um, all right, so I've already gone through this. It looks like the one that I've already done. So I'm gonna go to my qualification sheet that I created and see. All right, so yeah, this is the exact same thing. Let me make sure there's nothing interesting here. Yeah, it's all the same. There's nothing different. So I'm going to close out of that. Oh, okay. So, speaking directly about the key technologies that they use. Okay. Now, in reference to like shop management software, I have worked with that. So, I'm going to go back and fill in the blanks of three things that I've done with the shop management software. I did create software solutions for that. and resolved issues regarding it. And I'm going to go through and put down specific instances when I get a chance. And assisting in the way they interact with their customers. I did that. I did act as an initial point of contact with the shopkeepers. For that particular position, there wasn't various product lines and services, but I have worked with various product lines and services. And then when I talk about my KPI, it'll hit everything else. So I'm good on that. Um, so I have assisted through phone, email, chat, and remote assistance. I have done all of that. Mm. And I look at the past of some of my stats with the first call resolution, service level agreements. So basically, keeping first call resolution, keeping with it while keeping in tune with the guidelines and scope of support. Let me spell it out. Service level agreements. Have escalated complex issues as well as been an escalation point for complex issues. And this is the part where it's an issue. It's fun to work with. I'm not necessarily fun. I mean, I'm because I'm focused on work, and I think that's why I missed out on one interview because I asked the question, of the people or persons that you found to be the most useful in your organization. What made them most useful, and they expounded that these are people that outside of work they really became friends, and at that point. When you get the freeze from it, at that point, you have to, because outside of work, we probably won't be, you know. I don't have that cool factor. I'm working on that social and networking skills portion of it, but I can get the job done, and that's about it. So, um, and I've had that comment before. I remember working in property management, and the property manager said, I want someone that I can go shopping with after work and so forth. And I was thinking to myself, that's definitely not me, but that's not part of the job description. I mean, yeah. But anyhow, so fun to work with. That's where I do have excellent listening skills, verbal and written communication skills. I do enjoy talking to customers. um, and now I'm hungry. Um, a problem solver. You see me going through my modules trying to solve every little issue that I have that is maybe impeding me from being all that I want to be, you know. So, okay. So I need to like put specific examples. So for that, I am able to gain agreement with the customer or client, find the root of the issue, align, just basically, and that's, I think, the other part of it is just like it's so like it's so basic. It's like it's just the same basic things that I don't know if I'm thrilled with it, but I got to make myself get thrilled with that, um, get thrilled with communicating. I feel like it's so basic that like anyone has these skills, anybody, any person has these skills, and I think what gives me the leverage is that truly, I have my heart in it. But the scary part of having a heart in it, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, that's about it. I mean, so what have I done with shop management, software, repair, and maintenance industry? Do I remember the name of the particular software that I worked with? No, but I do recall um, being able to go into the systems, set permissions. I set permissions on the systems. What else did I do? Went to the systems. I set permissions on the systems. Um, Troubleshooting network devices and equipment, connectivity and equipment. What else did I do? I was able to review data tables to ensure all needed information was there, and that includes like parts and services. Able to look over a whole district of franchise and non-franchise shops to determine what permissions were on each individual one and how to set them up. What else did I do? I was able to source the appropriate point of contact to gain for end users to gain access to certain mail modules and functions. Okay, that's fine. Okay, did I create software solutions? What software solutions did I create? What software solutions did I create? I know that I was able to go into the systems and what software solutions did I create outside of just basic troubleshooting? Hmm, what time is it? I don't have a lot of time. Software solutions that I created outside of basic troubleshooting. Mm. I did edit command lines to to include certain criteria, needed criteria. The case of a lie. Resolved issues. In the past, I've had reported 99% resolution, 80% first call resolution. But typically it was around 90%, 88 to 90% first call resolution. All right, assistant interacting with their customers, of course, was the first point of contact with customers in majority of instances. And I was also initial point of contact for shopkeepers in some positions, have product multiple worked with multiple product lines and services. I remember one job that I had. It was kind of insane. This was when I was younger, though. Um, Basically, you worked for like 50 different companies at once because a call would come in, and one call might be for Psychic Network, the next call maybe for sleep aids, next call books. It's like those ask for TV, late night TV commercial things, but each call was a different call. Okay. And typically, I've done pretty well with KPIs, even gotten awards and bonuses. My issue is that sometimes management just doesn't like like me sometimes, and that trickles down. But yeah, um, done pretty well. But overall, pretty well. And then I've had supervisors and managers that stuck up for me, and they ended up losing their jobs. Anyways, I've done phone, email, chat, and remote assistance. And I've done first call resolution while keeping in line with service level agreements and scope support. I've accurately documented customer interaction, escalated complex issues, as well as being the escalation point for complex issues. Um, so I'll say demonstrated ability to explain products and processes during customer interactions, um, which ended in sales and extended services. Right. All right. And we're getting ready to find the root of the problem and deliver viable resolution and follow up to ensure no additional attention was needed. I'm so hungry. I also thought out the curry chicken too. So for some reason, I'm in the mood for that curry stewy stuff that I've been doing repeatedly. What else was I gonna say here? I'm clearly able to set next steps. Next steps and set expectations. With appropriate follow up and adherence to promises. And I'm glad I'm doing this because it's making me see what my attitude is towards this in general. Like, I need to spruce it up. I think it's just how it's like a whole cycle, a process to me. And I need to get out of that vibe, that energy. You know, I'm not, particularly selling myself. It's just that's what the issue is. Oh, hopefully communicating. And see this, why am I typing this out? I don't know. I don't know because it's all like, yeah, but I guess it's to make myself firm. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't know, but whatever. All right, so that's good. I'm okay with all of that. Because I've already done it once. Okay, so anyways, so of course, like when I was growing up, we were always told to be 15 minutes early for an interview. But now that's considered as way too early. And I don't know if these banana chips are a good thing or a bad thing because now I'm gonna want to snack on them, which is not good, but at least they're not bad. But it is shocking. Go, go. Um, yeah, I need to put them away because they're out of sight and out of mind. Okay. So, so I'll start getting ready like 10 minutes till, right? And I always have the job description in my resume ready. So, speaking of job description, I keep saying that I need to revamp it. So next time I go through the employment cycle, I do need to revamp everything because again, it's important what I feel, what I think, and I need to communicate that. You know. Um, let's pull up the resume. And I like that now, I'm seeing that, hey, I'm eating these, even though they're not bad for you, that it's still not good for me to just be munching just to be munching. So I'm proud of myself for that. That I do actually want my curry chicken, which I did thaw out last night, which was ready to be put in the pot and stewed up today. So I'm happy about that. Um, but I'm a little leery because I had some leftover potatoes and stuff, which I probably ruined because I said I was going to saute them in whatever I had. And I put seed oil and soy sauce in there, which does not blend with my curry seasoning. So I think I'm gonna have to pull that out separately and manage that separately. Make tacos or something. I don't know. We'll see. But speaking of which, now I'm thinking about everything else. I can make some homemade tortillas with just some flour and water. That would be nice. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. But I know I definitely want curry chicken now. That's what I have a taste for. But I think I'm gonna make some tortillas before I do that though. And flour tortillas, and we'll talk about how it goes along. Where was I? I was pulling up my resume. Okay. Okay. So right now, as far as my resume, where do I stand? Damn. Did I fuck up my resume? I think I did. I did just a little bit. All right. So that part's updated. Yeah, I feel good about myself on all of that. I'm still working towards this. I'm working towards these things, but it's okay. Why is that looking like that? Um, So, how would I say that my current job descriptions and function matches what's on there currently? I mean, I do all that, you know. Software solutions, yeah, finding the best software solutions to use. I do troubleshoot those issues. The interaction part is what's work needing work. Um, I'm not getting anybody asking any questions to interact with, so I need to work on all of that. I need to work on it, but it's okay. Resume's here. We're good. Um, all right. So I hear the water dripping. The water's not on, and the spigot is off. I don't understand why it does that. See, so many distractions for no reason. Let me go check it real quick. In the daytime, I don't mind checking, but at night, I'm like, I ain't going back here. Why? Why are you dripping? Hmm? All right. So we are back. Okay. So what have I accomplished specifically as a support specialist? Let's take a look. What have I accomplished specifically as a support specialist? I was able to publish a website to educate, inspire. Yeah, this resume, I'm glad I'm looking at it. There's a few things that should really be tweaked here, but let's do it. Let's tweak it. Okay. So right now, I guess as far as clients, prospecting for clients, volunteers, and leads, I guess, see. This is where I fall short. Culture and being a team player are huge. They want you to connect. And I guess some of the questions, they always tell you the next steps. And I did it. That's a question that I typically use. All right, so that's pretty much it. It's nothing really to prepare for. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I guess I could do some research on the company, but it's pretty straightforward. There's, you know, nothing to prepare for. But I guess, in a way, I have to make me excited. So that's the preparation is for me to get excited about it. So let me find a way to make myself excited about this. And what excites me normally is how I fit in, what I think I can do. But to me, this is an issue that I'm having. To me, at this point, all the jobs sound the same to me. They sound exactly the same. It's the same thing that they're looking for, pretty much. It's the same. It all seems the same to me. Um, it all seems exactly the same. Yeah, it all seems the same to me. But I have everything open. Let me look up the company at least. Let me at least do that. So maybe that'll get me excited. Maybe that will get me excited. Do I look like a repair shop person? I think I do right now. I look like a repair shop person.
how long have I been on? About an hour. So about an hour of prep and research, I guess. Okay. So that's what I need to work on with my resume. Like I said, numbers. I need to work on my numbers for current, you know. Now, as far as software solutions, I'm hungry. And meal planning is next. As far as software solutions, I have created automated text and emails. I didn't do any direct mail campaigns, but I did do automated text and emails. I do have full two-way texting capability. I do have full two-way texting capability. Matter of fact, I need to check my email for something. Full two-way texting capability. Okay. And I've also worked with retention. All right. Okay, kind of like an email funnel. Okay, so I'm good. All right, I'm good. I'm pretty much good on this. So I think, okay, did I check my email? I think I did that first thing already. So I'm going to go through the regular functions that I go through. Yeah, the emails are checked. There are some action items. I'll work on those. Let's go ahead and check the voicemail real quick. I doubt if I have anything in the voicemail, but checking it just in case. It looks like I did get a voicemail. Okay. Now, the thing is that this voicemail was sent after I checked my voicemails in the morning, and they wanted me to respond yesterday. Anyways, I'm gonna go because I have to do some things off camera. And when we come back, it's going to be the next segment. I'm gonna go ahead and probably do meal planning off camera, which is basically me breading my fried chicken, um, making my homemade tortillas, which would be fun to watch, but I think it'd be too much to try to switch back and forth between, you know, the employment session because I need to get prepared for an interview too. So, all right, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now. And look at that, how synchronous